Hey y'all, welcome to Spin with N. My name is Nala. I am a 21-year-old guard tech. This video I'm not gonna try not to make too long, but I just want to do an introduction video just to get my face out here and just so you guys can get to know me and you can leave questions in the comments and all that types of stuff before I post an actual video. Now I do record on my phone, so it's not like the best quality and it's not like, you know, the best setups sometimes, but you just gotta bear with me until I have money to like actually get those things, you know. But anyways, let's just get into it. I kind of am trying to be on like an organized list, you know, so I don't like talk your ear off and like go off topic. So I'm trying my best. But anyways, let's start off with like just me, like just about me, like personally, where I come from and stuff like that. So I come from, I was born in Rolla, and I come from O'Fallon. So I grew up between O'Fallon, Jefferson City, and Columbia. Well, wait, was I in Columbia yet? I don't think my mom was in Columbia yet. So between Jefferson City and O'Fallon. So that's where I was, like, back and forth because my parents were separated. So I went to a few different schools for elementary school, but middle school and high school were all in O'Fallon, and that was at Fort Zumwalt West. So that's where I went for schooling. Otherwise, I'm very disciplined. I like to get things done in a certain amount of time, and it's always the most important all the way down to the least important. And then number two, I'm very organized. I cannot be unorganized. There's no way, because the more you're unorganized, the less efficient you work. So I try and keep everything as organized as possible. Anything that I can organize that's in my control. Okay, and then let's talk about me, just like me, you know, as a person. One, I'm also very organized. It's really hard for me to be messy. Number two, what's something about me? I'm really silly. I think my family calls me silly a lot. They're like, you just do like just random stuff, you know. Random, oh my god, I get random from my friends. They're like, you just do random stuff, and sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's like, what are you doing, you know? Like, sometimes it's just like I'm in my own world, so like things just happen. But yeah, anyways, that's it. When I'm out in public, I'm very quiet. I'm not very talkative. I kind of stay to myself, which is why I'm doing this YouTube channel, because I find it so much easier to talk on screen than to talk to people in person. So it's like a little bit harder for me to get my name out there when I'm such an internal person when it comes to being at like color guard competitions and stuff like that, you know? Because like, Lucky. Please, you guys. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully he can be quiet for like a few seconds. How I am in my videos is similar to how I am in real life, if you want to know, you know. So I guess you'll know how I am, but just know, like, if you see me walk in the hallways of like a competition, I'm probably gonna be like, you know. And I also try and be very professional when I'm at those competitions, because, you know, my girls are around, they're watching me and stuff like that. So okay, let's get into color guard, all right, and performance world and how I even got here. Okay, so let's just start when I was little. I think I was between 3 and 10. I think it was between 3 and 10. I went to Elite Dance Company in Jefferson City. That's where I danced. I was a dancer first. I always danced at home, and then my mom got me into competitive dance, and I just did that for a while. And then after I stopped doing that, it was really hard for me to get back into it. I stopped doing it for a year or two, and I got really heavy into sports. So I ended up doing like volleyball and basketball and like t-ball and stuff like that, just seeing what other sports I liked besides dance. But I ended up not doing any of them. Now, if I were to choose a sport, it would be volleyball. I was heavily in love with that sport. But unfortunately, that's just not for me anymore. So I was like, dance is literally it. Like, that's what it is. Like, I have to get over that. So in middle school, I did the middle school dance team, and that went pretty good. I thought I was doing well. Especially in like hip hop, and jazz was a little rough because I didn't have my turns anymore. well, not anymore. They just were really rough, and it was really hard to catch back up to how I was before. Middle school dance. So then in high school, I went for the high school dance team. I didn't make it. Now, it could have been my skills, it could have just been like technique stuff, but either way, I didn't make it. I cried really hard. My dad comforted me. He just called the school and tried to find like something else that was similar, and he was like, there's theater and then there's color guard. I think there was like two more choices, but I only remember those two being the choices. And I was like, color guard, what's that? I remember looking it up, you know, seeing what they do. And then there was like color guard as in like it was like the military guards, you know, and I was like, oh no, I don't want to do that. But then when I saw color guard, my mom was like, yeah, they do like the performance, like with the band, like the flags and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes more sense, you know. And I was like, yeah, let's do it, let's try it, you know, I'll see if I like it. So he called Julie Short, which was the director of the guard then, and she was like, yeah, just bring her on down, you know. And mind you, I had no clue like what I was getting myself into, like how long they had been doing this for, you know, like who was all gonna be there.
Sometimes people walking by, so I get like super nervous. Okay, I get super nervous, but what was I talking about? Yeah.
I learned everything within 2 days. I had everything down within like a week or two, because I would practice outside. Like I didn't care. I was practicing outside because I actually started to like it a lot. So I would practice every day outside. It was warm, you know, we're going into marching band season, so it's summertime. And she had told us that they were about 2 months into everything. 2 months. So I was 2 months late, and I learned it in 2 weeks. So that was nice. That's why I always feel bad when people are like, I was really bad at guard when I first started, and I can't relate. And I feel bad because but at the same time, I'm starting to learn not to feel bad. Because, I mean, if you're good at what you do, you're good at what you do. So I just got it down easy. So that was fun. And then I fell in love with guard after my freshman year. I think once we started learning the show, and then after we finished the show, that's when I was in love with guard. I was like, this is crazy, like I love it, you know, like things like, and when things look like together, I was so happy, you know. I was that freshman that just like, you better get your stuff together because I'm gonna be on your butt, okay. But yeah, that was how I got into the performance world, okay. I did dance before, and then I rolled up into guard in high school, and I did that all 4 years, and I did marching band and winter guard. What was I saying? You be throwing me all off topic, for real. Okay, but yeah, that's how I got here. So let's talk about what I'm doing currently, like what am I doing right now. So then after high school, I rolled into, I'm doing Lavu, right? I've done it for 2 years, and then I'm gonna say I'm a 3rd year member because literally I just got injured this season. Because I mean, I did injure my knee. I actually was practicing my Boston work, and I was doing a butt toss catch under my leg, and my left knee buckled on me. So I went down, and this time it's happened before, but I didn't have like, it wasn't that bad, you know. I got back up like the next day, and that was cool. But it actually tore. This muscle actually, oh my god, this muscle actually tore this time, excuse me. So that sucks, but she's getting better, kind of. I've just been teaching. So now I just teach at Winsfield Holt, and I used to teach at Bayless too. I taught there for 1 year, and then I had to stop teaching there, not because I hated the kids or anything, but because I moved to Columbia. Like, I moved to Columbia, so that was just too far for me. That's 2 hours pretty much trying to get to them. So yeah, that's why I didn't do that, and I only travel between Columbia and Winsfield Holt because it's only like an hour and 15 minutes. So yeah, that's what I do right now. I still practice as much as I can, even though I'm out for this rest of the season. I still practice what I can when I can. I don't like ever stop practicing. I will never just stop practicing. Now I can't practice all my little cool tricks, okay, which really irritates me. Like I can't practice my sit rolls. I can't practice my doubles. Like I can practice. I've been practicing my my double turnarounds and making sure they're consistent, but I haven't been able to do like my sit rolls or like anything like super cool that like gets me to the floor and catch. Like I haven't been able to practice any of those, but I'll get back to it eventually. I'm still deciding whether I should send in my Boston audition. Now listen, I paid for that, so I think I'm still gonna send it in anyways, but you know, I'm just gonna do what I can and perform it out as much as I can, because like I feel like I should still try. So yeah, leave your questions in the comments and I will talk to you guys in my next video. I don't know what it's gonna be, so yeah, anyways, bye.